Chapter 1. Introductions are in order. This is the story of Celeste, the steam-spunkiest pixie this side of the Milky Way. Celeste lives in her steampunk home, along with her steampunk cat Nova. But that's a story for another day. Celeste is a tiny tinker. Not like Tinkerbell, but a true tinkerer in every sense of the word. She doesn't just sprinkle fairy dust, she builds, experiments, and invents. She has a whole box of tools just waiting to create. A tinker is someone who plays with machines and gadgets in a creative, curious way, often with a spark of mischief. And mischief is something Celeste knows well. Her playful spirit and brilliant inventions are legendary throughout the pixie realm. Celeste has been a tinker ever since she was a little one. She inherited many of her tools from Papa Pixie. Not only is Celeste a tinker, but she is also a stargazer, hence her name. Celeste has been infatuated with the stars since she was just a baby. Papa Pixie gave her a spyglass, and to this day it is one of her most prized possessions. Celeste and Luna spend their days stargazing. Wait! I'm getting ahead of myself. Before we go any further, I need to introduce you to Luna. Luna was once a real Luna moth that Celeste found one starlit evening and gently brought home. From the very first moment, they were inseparable, best friends instantly. Do you know anything about Luna moths? Found only in North America, they begin life as humble caterpillars, spending about a month munching on leaves. Then they spin themselves into a cozy cocoon where they rest for around 3 weeks. And after all that waiting, a miracle emerges as a magnificent emerald-winged Luna moth. But here's something truly amazing. Luna moths don't have mouths, no digestive system either. That's because once they've become moths, they only live for about a week. Just a few short days of beauty, flight, and wonder. This makes Luna extra precious. Luna explained to Celeste how short a Luna moth's life truly is. Her time in the skies would only last a few fleeting days. Celeste's eyes welled with tears, but only for a moment. Then she smiled. She knew exactly what to do. "I'll build you a new body," she said, her voice full of hope. "A mechanical one that won't fade with time. That way, we can be together forever." Luna's wings shimmered with joy. "Yes," she whispered, "let's do it." Pixies are made of magic and mischief, and once they set their mind on something, not even the stars can stand in their way. Celeste began building her steampunk Luna. She included a wind-up mechanical heart, which means, quite literally, she holds the key to Luna's heart. In this story, Luna isn't Celeste's only close companion. There's also Moonflower. One night, while Celeste and Luna were stargazing, their favorite thing to do together, they were approached by the most breathtaking bird they had ever seen, a great blue heron. He moved with quiet grace, and his feathers shimmered like twilight. Luna was instantly captivated and magically drawn to this beautiful bird. The heron tilted his head and asked politely if he could join them. As they sat beneath the stars, he shared the story of his life, a tale of quiet waters, long journeys, and his dream to one day fly high enough to visit the stars. Celeste and Luna were amazed. They had never met anyone who loved the night sky as much as they did. Celeste smiled softly. "We'll call you Moonflower," she said, inspired by Luna's affection for the heron. Did you know moonflowers are special blooms that only open at night? Their sweet scent fills the evening air, attracting creatures like the Luna moth. Because of this, they've come to symbolize romance, mystery, and dreams. All the things Moonflower seemed to carry in his heart. Luna adored him. Of course she did. Like a true moonflower, he offered not just beauty and comfort, but the gentle feeling of home. Over time, the trio had countless adventures together. Moonflower taught Celeste and Luna to be quite the proficient fishermen, while Celeste taught them everything she knew about stargazing. Years passed, and then came the sorrowful day when Moonflower's time in his feathered form came to an end. But just like she had with Luna, Celeste wasn't ready to say goodbye. With a heavy heart and steady hands, she crafted him a new form, a mechanical marvel that honored his spirit. When he awoke in his new body, his eyes sparkled with gratitude. Now with powerful wings and legs built for leaping into the sky, Moonflower could finally live his dream. Chapter 2. Into the Night Sky. Goggles, check. Steampunk scarf, check. Steampunk arm warmers, check. Compass, check. Custom saddle, check. Steampunk gears and cogs, check. Turbo boosters on, check. Chime on, check. And last but not least, her trusty spyglass. Celeste never leaves home without it, check. And Luna is ready to go. Celeste climbed onto Moonflower's back, his wings stretched and ready to fly. Beside her, Luna fluttered into place, glowing softly in the moonlight. And just like that, the trio launched into the midnight sky in search of falling stars. It didn't take long for Celeste to become known across the Milky Way as the Guardian of the Stars. Not just someone who visits stars for fun, but someone who rescues them. Because you see, some stars don't fall because they burn out, they fall because they've forgotten how to shine. One evening, during their usual nightly flight, an alert came over Moonflower's chime receiver. Now what is chime, you might ask?
Chime, celestial hotline for interstellar messaging and emergencies. The must-have galactic gadget for celestial emergencies. With glow-tone alerts and a signal strong enough to reach the farthest corners of the cosmos, Chime keeps you connected no matter how far you've drifted from your orbit. Whether you're a falling star in need of a pep talk, or a forgetful comet who's lost their way home, Chime provides a lifeline for all cosmic beings, trusted by moon messengers and endorsed by planetary travelers alike. Because even the brightest stars need to phone a friend sometimes.
This time, the message was urgent. An elderly star was falling. Edgar was a twinkly old star that spent his nights reciting poems about the galaxy to younger stars. His most famous poem, of course, entitled Stars, goes like this. The stars, oh the stars, they don't flicker by chance. They shimmer in rhythm, they waltz and they dance. Each one a story, a soul burning bright, a lantern of memory hung deep in the night. Edgar was a beacon of light for the younger stars, a storyteller, a guide, and an endless source of information and poetic expression. But tonight, his brilliance was fading. A quiet dimness settled over him like cosmic dust. Edgar had fallen under a spell known all too well among the stars: jealousy. A prickly little feeling that flares up when someone else's sparkle seems shinier than your own, often accompanied by grumblings, side eyes, or the inexplicable urge to outshine a fellow star. Symptoms include comparing your glow to someone else's, unsubscribing from Instaglow in a dramatic huff, quietly hoping they trip over their own stardust. Celestial advice: your light was never meant to match theirs. The sky is big enough for everyone to shine. You see, his neighbor Spark was young, vibrant, and burning brighter than ever. Edgar, who once lit up the skies with stories alone, now felt dim, forgotten, small. Just then, Celeste arrived. "Edgar Allan Glow," she called out, "you stop sulking and come see me at once." Edgar turned slowly, embarrassed by the flicker of gloom in his heart.
"Celeste, I'm sorry, but I'm not feeling well these days,"
he murmured.
"Spark has billions of followers on his Instaglow. Everyone loves him. I suppose I'm just an old, fading ember."
Celeste looked at him kindly, and then over at Spark, who was twirling and flexing joyfully while posting selfies on Instaglow. "Well," she said honestly, "Spark is something else. While he is a social media savvy star, brilliant and bold and full of fizz, Edgar, you are the glow that inspires. Spark does burn fast and fierce, and it's true, Luna and I follow him on Instaglow and Lunarlink. But you, dear friend, burn steady and wise. Edgar, my brilliant friend, stars aren't meant to compete. They're meant to shine together. The Milky Way just wouldn't be the same without you." Her words had an impact, and slowly, Edgar's light began to return. Not in a flash or a flare, but a slow, warm shimmer, like a memory rekindled. Because even the oldest stars need reminding now and then that their glow still matters. Luna's wings fluttered with excitement to see Edgar's spirit return. Moonflower gave Edgar a comforting nudge as he floated back up, taking his rightful place in the sky. Chapter 3: Celeste Has a Dream. Celeste had a recurring dream, one she often shared with Luna and Moonflower during their quiet moments together. A dream is a late-night mental meteor shower, unexpected, dazzling, and sometimes a little tangled. Dreams are the heart's quiet way of sorting, searching, and stargazing inward. They flicker with hopes, memories, and a few unspoken wishes. Often gone by morning, but occasionally, one leaves a trail so bright you carry it with you all day. In the dream, she wasn't just a little tinkering pixie. She was a radiant blue moon princess, soaring across the heavens on the back of her noble companion, Moonflower. Moonflower loved that part best. Her skin shimmered with the gentle glow of blue moonlight. Her long silver hair flowed like waves. Celeste's gown shimmered in the night sky, ethereal and speckled with tiny silver stars and diamonds that twinkled as she moved. The fabric floated around her like a soft mist, weightless and luminous, as if stitched together from moonlight and dreams. It was less a dream and more a constellation come to life. A silver crown rested upon her head, while silver shimmering boots, crafted from stardust and adorned with the emblem of Luna, her cherished Luna moth, graced her feet. Luna asks, "Am I in your dream too?" Celeste replied, "Of course. A dream wouldn't be complete without you, Luna." Luna flew beside her, shimmering with the same blue brilliance, her wings glowing in the moonlight just as gloriously as they had when she was a real Luna moth. All across the sky, heavenly bodies erupted in elated cheers as the trio passed through. "Our guardian!" they called. "Our star healer!" The moon beamed with pride, his soft glow doubling in brightness as he watched Celeste drift by, her gown of starlight trailing behind her like mist. Saturn tilted ever so slightly, rings shimmering with delight. "A vision spun from constellations," he whispered to the stars. A comet zipped past, leaving a sparkling trail in her honor. "Make way," it teased. "Royalty flies among us." Even the earth paused in its slow rotation, captivated by her blue beauty. Luna giggled with delight. She just loved being part of the dream. Of course she was included. She always was. And Moonflower? He flew with his head held high, his wings cutting through the sky with strength and purpose. He didn't say much. He didn't need to. His heart was full of admiration and a quiet pride, overflowing with love for his two companions. He was proud to carry Celeste, proud to share the sky with Luna, proud to be part of a trio whose hearts beat as one for the stars. Chapter 4: The Littlest Light. Celeste heard giggling in the distance and smiled. She knew that laugh anywhere. "All right, crew," she said, turning to Luna and Moonflower. "Let's go pay Twinkle a visit." Twinkle was a tiny, cheerful star, always bright, always bubbly. Celeste tried to visit her as often as she could. "Hi, Twinkle. How are you? And who's this little glow bug you've got with you?" Celeste asked as they floated closer. Twinkle beamed. "Hi, Celeste. Hi, Luna. Hi, Moonflower. This is baby Ember. I'm babysitting while her parents are off at Cosmic Con in Sector 23. Celeste giggled. "Oh, how fun! I heard Spark might make an appearance. He's a social media savvy star. Baby Ember is absolutely adorable. What a shiny little star." What is a star? A star is a glowing ball of hot gas in space that produces its own light and heat. Each star has its own unique color, size, and place in the galaxy. Did you know stargazing has been known to make people 78% more sparkly inside? So, Twinkle, how is your Wish Upon a Star class going? "I'm learning so much," Twinkle said proudly, like how to be ready when someone makes a wish, and how to respond with a warm, cozy glow. "That's wonderful," Celeste said. "You know, when I was a little pixie, I wished upon the stars every single night. My favorite class was History of the Heavens. What's your favorite class?" "Oh, that's my favorite class too. Professor Lumino is teaching us about the very first stars and how the constellations were formed. It's so dreamy. Also, Professor Glow visited and recited the most remarkable poem about us." Celeste grinned. "I hope you get top marks on your light year ledger." Twinkle said, "I did really well, except in my orbital mathematics class where I only got 2 stars. And Mom was really angry. She says I spend way too much time playing Stellar Box."
In a world where stars tumble and galaxies giggle, one game system dares to play among the constellations. Introducing the Stellar Box. Powered by miniature suns and lunar light, it's the only console crafted for celestial gamers and cosmic chaos. Play the galaxy's top titles like Nebula Bash, Wormhole Wreckers, and the award-winning Cosmo Cub Deluxe Edition. Compact, glowing, slightly unpredictable, the Stellar Box isn't just a console, it's a constellation in your hands. Play bold, play bright, play beyond. Stellar Box! Batteries not included.
Luna and Celeste were utterly enchanted by little Ember, her tiny glow pulsing softly like a gentle heartbeat. Luna leaned close and whispered, "I have a wish. I wish we could bring baby Ember home with us." Celeste smiled warmly and replied, "Aw, we'll just have to keep visiting her here, but I promise you, Luna, we'll be back and check on her often." The night was drawing near, and it was time for the trio to continue their journey. They had one very important friend left to see before heading home. They said goodbye to Twinkle and promised they'd be back soon. Chapter 5: The Little Prince. The trio glided through the night towards a tiny asteroid. Asteroids are small rocky objects that orbit the sun. Too tiny to be planets, too bold to stay put. Waiting for them was the little prince himself, waving enthusiastically, his golden wavy hair blowing in the breeze and his eyes full of curiosity. "Welcome, Celeste, Luna, Moonflower," he said warmly. Celeste smiled brightly. "Hello, little prince. We've missed you. How has your night been?" The little prince's eyes twinkled. "Busy as always. I've been tending to my rose and watching over my little fox. But I'm so glad you're here. There's so much to share. My volcanoes have erupted twice today already." "Wow, that is a busy day," said Celeste. Luna chimed in. She couldn't wait to tell the little prince all about baby Ember. The little prince showed them his delicate rose, and they all checked on his tiny volcanoes. They proceeded to spend the evening sharing tales beneath the endless sky, stories of newborn baby stars, glowing dreams, and wishes. While Celeste and Luna chatted with the little prince, Moonflower became completely absorbed in a game of tag with the fluffy little fox. He'd pretend to be caught by the sly creature, only to flutter away at the last moment. Always in good fun. From a distance, Luna giggled. "Moonflower, admit it, you love getting caught by that fox." As the first light of dawn began to soften the horizon, the trio knew it was time to go. Moonflower bowed his head as the little prince gently patted his beak. Celeste and Luna wrapped him in a big, warm hug. "We'll see you tomorrow night," the trio shouted. The little prince smiled softly. "Thank you for visiting," he shouted. "And remember, the stars shine brightest when friends share their light." Celeste gave him one last wink, and soon they were on their way home. Luna turned to Celeste and said, "Let's get home and check on Nova. I can't wait to tell her about our night." If you ever look up on the clearest of nights, you might just see them. A mechanical glowing moth, a steampunk heron, and a magical pixie with stars in her eyes, riding the wind, guiding the lost, reminding fallen stars how to shine. Our world truly is a wonderland. The end.